From distant beauty to deadly storm. For centuries, Saturn's rings have mesmerized us. Through telescopes, they appear delicate, almost ethereal, vast halos of shimmering ice and rock that circle the gas giant like jewelry crafted by the universe itself. They look fragile, harmless, beautiful. But what if they weren't set safely orbiting Saturn? What if, by some impossible twist of cosmic fate, those rings were suddenly ripped from their place and pulled toward Earth, not as graceful arcs of light, but as a storm of razor-sharp debris raining from the sky? What if Saturn's rings fell to Earth like deadly rain? The descent. Saturn's rings aren't solid structures. They're made of countless fragments of ice, dust, and rock, ranging in size from grains of sand to mountains. Together they stretch hundreds of thousands of kilometers wide and weigh billions of tons. Now imagine that vast mass pulled into Earth's gravity well. At first, it would appear as a glittering band in the sky, glowing brighter each night, fragments streaming closer. Soon, meteors would ignite in the upper atmosphere, streaking like silver fire. But these aren't ordinary shooting stars. This is an entire planetary ring system collapsing on us. Within days, the sky would be filled with burning trails. The atmosphere would roar with sonic booms. The surface of the planet would be bombarded by shards of ice and rock falling at hypersonic speeds, sharper than steel, heavier than stone. Each piece carries the energy of a missile, and there are trillions of them. A planet under fire. The first wave would devastate the upper atmosphere. Thousands of fragments would burn up, heating the skies, igniting shockwaves, and releasing dust and vapor into the air. But soon, larger pieces would survive re-entry, slamming into Earth like hammers of ice and stone. Cities would be shredded by impacts. Forests would be torn apart. Oceans would froth and boil as massive shards plunged into the sea, sending tsunamis racing across coastlines. The rain would not be gentle. It would be a storm of blades, cutting through everything in their path. And this would not be a one-time strike. The rings, spread out over hundreds of thousands of kilometers, would bombard Earth for weeks, even months, as gravity drags their fragments down in wave after wave of destruction. The atmospheric shroud. As the bombardment continues, the atmosphere fills with dust and vaporized debris. Sunlight dims. Day becomes a permanent twilight. Skies clouded by reflective ice crystals and ash. The climate plunges into chaos. Crops fail in the darkness. Temperatures fall as sunlight is scattered away. Earth begins to slide toward a global winter. Meanwhile, radiation from space, normally blocked by our magnetic field and upper atmosphere, finds new pathways to the surface, exposing life to a constant, invisible assault. The collapse of civilization. Humanity would be powerless to stop it. Cities crumble under bombardment. Power grids fail. Satellites are shredded by debris in orbit, leaving Earth cut off from communication. Transportation collapses as skies become impassable and oceans churn with tsunamis. Survival becomes a matter of hiding underground, in bunkers or deep caves, shielding against the rain of ice and stone above. Humanity shrinks into pockets, clinging to survival as the surface is reshaped by constant impacts. Religions would erupt with visions of divine punishment. Governments would crumble in the chaos. Civilization as we know it would end, not in nuclear war, not in disease, but under a storm of cosmic shrapnel. The aftermath. Eventually the rain would end. The rings would be gone, scattered across Earth's surface, but the damage would last for centuries. The climate would remain unstable, ecosystems shattered, oceans poisoned with debris, skies heavy with ash. Life would survive. It always does. Microbes, deep-sea creatures, and pockets of humanity might endure the long winter. But Earth would never be the same. The planet would bear the scars of a storm that once circled another world, a storm that turned beauty into destruction. The final thought. So what if Saturn's rings fell to Earth like razor-sharp rain? The sight would begin as beautiful, awe-inspiring even, a glowing band stretched across the heavens. But that beauty would become terror as the sky itself turned into a weapon, shredding Earth with an endless downpour of deadly debris. The lesson is clear. The universe's wonders are not always gentle. Sometimes, what looks like beauty from afar is chaos up close. Saturn's rings are safe because they are distant. If they ever came to Earth, they would not be our jewelry. They would be our end.